The vision of American Studies was to create a class in which students would demonstrate competencies across content. This class allows students the opportunity to learn history and English skills at the same time.
An example of one of our performance test assessments would be we did a unit on Reconstruction where students wrote an essay on whether Reconstruction was a success or a failure, and they used their history skills to practice the skill of argument writing on the English side.
The performance assessment task covered 7 different standards that covered argument writing for both U.S. history and English. It covered historical perspectives, cause and effect, research, gather and evaluate information, and synthesis. So they spent a little over a week researching, finding all the information, and then constructing their argument. So this course, we've designed all of our assessments this way, where they do something and then they combine it all. So it's showing that they can be competent in multiple standards across different subject areas in order to get their credit and earn their standard scores.
So shortly after spring break, John called me and asked me about what I had for the scientific method, if I had any rubrics or just instructions for how to do the scientific method. I was really curious about that. So I went on up to John's room and I kind of asked him what the whole project was about.
Wanted to break away from the norm of English. You want to take a look at something that was hands-on, to be a little bit more interactive about how you could find the best ways to grow a marigold and then argue that your methodology was the right way. So how do we go about doing that besides using scientific method?
Right. And it's a perfect example of scientific method where you have a hypothesis. I think this is going to be the best way to grow the marigolds. And then you test it and then you collect data and then you have that data to support your claim that, oh, this is the best way to grow marigolds. Or you then look at it and think, maybe it wasn't the best way. So you revise that. And then you go back and you try again.
Just like in the English classroom, we go and find our best research. We plug that into our arguments and we use the right information to make our arguments stronger. So as these students work through collecting their own information and doing their own work, they go through that same revision process and really hone in on both sets of skills in a perfect piece of unity.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.